Hello, and Karibu. In the past 1 week, probably you've seen people complaining all over Twitter, Facebook, TikTok about their internet service provider. I don't want to name names, but complaining that their internet service provider was not the best, and they were talking about the options you can you can get as a consumer of internet service providers in this country. And this got me thinking: why is it these people are complaining about internet speed and the general provision of the service? And I realized that they were not talking about using the internet just for entertainment and browsing the internet and consuming all this information, all this content which is online. These are people who are in different money making ventures through the internet, through social media, through different spheres of internet. And that got me thinking about this thing we call virtual assistants. This is something which is making people earn a lot of money, and they are supporting their life. They are able to pay rents about over 30,000 Kenya shillings or 300 US dollars. You can do the conversion into your own country. And without this knowledge, you'll never know that there are sure ways of using the internet, the power of the internet, to be able to earn some money, earn your own living, and be able to support your children, your studies, and all these things you need to support using money by working either online or through different ways which harness the power of the internet. Otherwise, virtual assistant is something I know most of you have probably heard or seen people doing it. And if you've never seen someone do it, just know that the person you usually see waking up and they're not going to work and they're closing the door and they're going back to the house, and at the end of the day they're able to go to the local supermarket and purchase things you cannot purchase with your salary or from your 9 to 5 job. Just know that you are missing out on something. And the virtual assistant is something which you need to train for let me say a minimum of 2 months, and you'll be so proficient and good in working as a virtual assistant and being able to serve your clients. You can even work with 2 or 3 clients, even 4, depends with the kind of work they give you. But most of these clients require you to commit 2 or 3 hours in a day to work for them, so you can juggle in between 2 or 3 clients. So Upwork is one place where you can search for clients as a virtual assistant and help them with their work. Otherwise, I want to start with where you can train as a virtual assistant. And some time back, for those people who are from Kenya like me, they know there was a government of Kenya program which was teaching people on how to become virtual assistants. And they were training you and onboarding you to different platforms whereby you can get gigs as a virtual assistant. And this will help you now to be able to earn your living in an easy way, because most of these clients, as I've told you, they are able to pay you in US dollars. Places you can look for these jobs are like Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer.com, FlexiJobs, and also LinkedIn. You can also hop onto Twitter and look for virtual jobs as a virtual assistant. So, for you to become a competent or a proficient virtual assistant, you need to have some skills. And these skills, you can just learn them through online, or some of them are inborn. They're inborn in you. But I usually say that if you don't know something, try and learn it, and as sure as day, you will be good at the end of the day. So these are skills like organizational skills, which you need to be having, because you need to be the person who is maybe organizing a calendar for a certain person who is a busy person, but they don't have time to arrange their day-to-day work, their itinerary, what they are going to do. A person who will be able to book flights for them, for example, make business cards for them. What else? There are so many things you need to know so that you could help this person to manage their time. So yourself, you need to be time conscious and with strong organization skills. The other thing is you need to be proficient with what we call Microsoft set of packages. And the best one, there are some of the most important ones like Excel. I know there are so many. Go and Google them. The Microsoft Office set of programs or packages, and be proficient in them. You can also combine them with what we call Google Suite set of skills, which you can learn them through either YouTube, you can learn them through Coursera, and you can learn them through edX. Just go to those platforms, pay some small money, and get to learn these skills, which will help you to serve your clients. The other skills you need to be having is what we call strong verbal and written communication skills, because these are clients who maybe you need to hop on a what we call a Zoom call with them. So you need to be good in communication and proficient if it's in the English language, because most of these clients, you'll find that they are in these Western countries and they need you to explain to them, for example, what you're planning in their calendar, and they need to give you the instructions. I need you to book a flight for me to go to for my vacation in Nairobi or in Mombasa, Kenya. So I need you to book for me a flight. They'll give you the instructions, so you need to have these skills. They'll also require you to give them feedback, maybe, for example, in terms of in the form of an email. So that is where the strong communication skills come in. And also, you need to be a person who is excellent in what we call detail having attention to detail. So they need you to be someone who can pick a needle from a grass. That is a person who has a strong attention to detail, because they'll give you instructions and you need to follow those instructions to the letter, because maybe you'll be working for them in the contract you sign maybe for 6 months, or even some clients require you to work for them maybe for 2 years if they see your skills are good. There are courses you can take, but before I forget, you need to be a person who is able to work independently and not being the person who needs to be pushed to work. And because of this, many of these clients require you to work alone or in collaboration with other people. So you need to be self-driven, and that is a skill you learn by repeating it, doing it and repeating it over and over. There are courses and tutorials you can take to be a competent virtual assistant, and these include these are just online courses. I just wrote them somewhere so that I don't forget. One is virtual assistant networking. Just go and search it online. Virtual assistant survey. Those are places you can go and learn these courses. There's a virtual assistant internship. You can go there, these places will help you to gain the necessary skills which are required for you to be good in this world of virtual assistant. You can also go to these social media platforms like Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, name them, Facebook even. Connect with potential clients. That is where you can look for potential clients for your skill, and just go to these social media platforms, because nowadays they have what we call the search tab. Search for virtual assistant courses, virtual assistant jobs, and for sure you'll get them populating your screen, and you'll be able to start now connecting with those clients and courses. If they are offering courses for virtual assistant, and this will go a long way in helping you in this journey. So I want to give you some statistics. And there was a study which was done sometimes in 2016 and 2017. They were saying that by 2024, 2025, the year 2024, 2025, in Africa we'll be having like 4.5, 4.6 million virtual assistants, because the cost of the connection, the cost of the internet, the cost of these internet service providers like Zuku, Safaricom, name them. The cost is going a little bit down. So with 1,000 Kenya shillings, like that is what we call like 10 US dollars, you're able to get a month long of high-speed internet, and this will go a long way in helping people to get into either remote work, virtual assistant, and the whole spectrum of these jobs or gigs we can do online. And internet service providers is one catalyst for the big growth we are about to witness in these sub-sectors. This will be basically catalyzed by towns and countries in Africa, and this will go a long way. This is something we used to see in India. People say they work as virtual assistants, but nowadays, go to each and every estate in Nairobi, Accra, Ghana, Tanzania, Malawi, Uganda, South Africa. You'll find what we call hubs, where people work as people have generated, have built virtual assistant hubs, writing hubs, and all these jobs you will see massive growth in 2023, 2024, and going ahead, because COVID-19 taught us a lesson that we can work online. It's not a must that each and every day we wake up and go to the office. And these clients, they are countries they usually target, and Kenya and Nigeria, South Africa are not left behind. Ghana is not even left behind. These clients are searching for virtual assistants in these countries, because these countries, for example, they were colonized by the British, and most of these people communicate in proper English, if not like near native, but that is what we call near perfect English skills. There are challenges. We can usually, they are not, each and every job has its own challenges, and most of these challenges are related to tech and the costs you might incur while venturing into virtual assistant. You might need a computer, a router, that is a router to help you now to be able to get internet, the cost of connection, costs of there are different things you might need here and there. Conversion rates might differ sometimes in some countries, and these are challenges you expect to get into while doing your virtual assistant. The other thing I was thinking is you might get into the trap of engaging clients who are who can scam you. They give you work, and at the end of the day, they fail to pay you. So make sure that you fireproof yourself from these pitfalls by researching, and you can get someone who has already gotten into these gigs of virtual assistant. They'll help you now to learn how to do this. And for Nairobi, you can go to these estates like Zimmerman, estates like TRM. That is where you'll find so many virtual assistant or online working hubs, and get assistance from them, and you learn as you go, and you can even work as an intern and learn these skills, and later on you'll be able to demonstrate. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching this video to the end. I want to end there. You can click and watch any of these videos here, or the ones I've attached in the cards there. Share these videos to at least one person. Don't forget to like them. If you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you subscribe, because we have a very long journey. We'll be giving you different opportunities or things which can help you to grow in this year and beyond. Thank you very much, and have a good day. We'll meet in another video.